we got it. Listen, I'm sorry. We had a little technical issue. We had to resolve real quick, but everything is here. We're on time. My time. It's called Black people time. Y'all ever been to Africa? Or where you go? The whole continent is on Black people time. And I love it. It's amazing how similar we are. Most of us have never met. Thank you. I'm gonna have to have a color theme for the month. All right, remember 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, everything is allegedly over here. Even my name's allegedly. Y'all better be in the class. Hey, y'all. Welcome. It's time for the 1 at 5. I got a little surprise for y'all, too. I'm excited. I can't wait to tell y'all. Listen, we got a full show for y'all, though, okay? Gonna be talking about, oh, man, we got an update on the food chain. Y'all know damn well I always keep y'all up to press on what y'all putting in your bodies, okay? We also got, we're gonna be talking about Barbie. They got a new Barbie doll, okay? Ime Udoka is back up, and he's stuck. Okay. Also, Careasha and Diddy. There's an update on Miss Careasha here. Then we got Tyrese crying all over the internet. He just got a child support judgment. He is in my shoes. Okay. Hit the wine glass on that. Pray for him. Okay. Also, Steve Harvey. I don't think he's telling the truth. Okay. He done did an interview here recently with Mr. Shannon Sharp, and he said a few things that you sure you're gonna stick by that? That's your story and you sticking to it? All right, Steve, we're gonna be discussing that, and then we have a special interview. It's not long, it's like 15 minutes long. The young man who went extremely viral, I mean, the video is sitting at 20 million views right now, trolling a homeless man. Okay, we actually did hit him up because I felt like he had some explaining to do. Okay, you a young black man, you out here trying to build your platform, and you teasing homeless people with food. I asked him to come on the platform and answer my questions, and he did just that. Okay, and so we'll save that interview for a little later in the show. It's 15 minutes of your time. He just wants y'all to hear his side of the story. Okay, and then we're gonna head on over to TashaKLive.com at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all of it. Okay, you guys know we can't cuss, we can't do nothing too controversial over here. Okay, that is per the rules. So I like to follow the rules. It don't take me but one time to break a rule, and I follow the rules. Now, before we get started, okay, I know y'all know that I was in Memphis for the weekend. Okay, I spent time with Memphis' finest, Judge Joe Brown, the cussing pastor, and you got that thing? You got that thing for him? And Jimmy L. Townsend hit the way. Go ahead, hit him with that trailer, Jasmine. Let's go. Show him how we do over here.
Jimmy L. Townsend, you do not look like what you've been through. Now, you've served over 20 years.
27.
27 years in prison. You were getting
28, really, if you count the little year I did in the state when I was really coming up in the game.
Because you were originally given like a life sentence.
Without the possibility of parole.
Now, you've been out for about, what, 4 or 5?
6 years. It was 6 years in January.
Just in case the viewers aren't familiar, you have been working on a book for quite some time. It's called Snakes in the Garden.
The reason I took the book off the shelf was really because of Steve Harvey. But when Steve Harvey made a link, I told you they sent me a link.
Sent you a link.
And in that link, we never did finish that. In that link, he was saying that he was talking about Jason when Jason was about 15 years old. Jason was kind of rebellious, my son Jason. He told Steve Harvey one day, "You're not my father. Jimmy Townsend my father," like that. So I guess it kind of pissed me. This is Steve Harvey with the interview talking. And so when Jason told him that, it kind of pissed him off. And he told Jason, "I love your mama, so I got to love you. Where's that punk ass, dad of yours?" So I don't know if it was from insecurity or what. Could have been, I think you're a multi-millionaire. I ain't nobody. You ain't got to worry about me.
So this man has never been in the same room with you,
Period. That's what he
but
told.
called you a punk ass.
Yeah, that's what he told Jason.
I mean, you do look better than him.
Huh? I think so too. And you know something? I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I remember when Marge and I was together. She used to hate. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell it all. I'm gonna tell it all, y'all. She said and it was fact. She used to check dudes with big lips. She was called soup coolers. Before she married Steve Harvey, they was dating. Cause now be mindful that all this time we talking. Even while she was dating, I could call her anytime, day or night. Me and Laura's daddy talked, and I thanked him for looking out for the family. We had that kind of rapport, you know. I called him and I thanked him for, you know, and like I said, for 20 years, Marjorie brought the kids to visit me. As a friend, we just friends now. She done gone on with her life, you know, dating and whatever she doing. And I'm going over my life trying to, you know, fight and get out of prison. So it was that type thing. So, but when 3 days, I talked to them to show you how close we were.
Okay.
3 days before she got married to Steve Harvey, we talked. And she told me, she said, Jimmy, she said, Jimmy, you know what, Steve, he's so much like my dad, you know. And when she said that, I said, like your dad? I said, yeah, you're like him, Jimmy, because he's just like, you know, my dad. And when she said that, I said, because I knew how her dad was. He was the real deal. You see what I'm saying? From husband to parent. And I said, man, oh, you gotta wonder that, be like your dad. She BS me on that.
I wasn't ready.
When I come to find out.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I wrote them, that's another thing. I wrote Marjorie and Steve Harvey a letter before they got married.
Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine. And you want to know what we gonna be drinking out of when we watching this interview this weekend? YouTube, y'all gonna get it sometime next week. We don't know what day. But for my VIPs on TashaK.com, they first, okay? VIP, they sit up front, okay? Now, you know what we're gonna be drinking out of? Let me tell you what I bought for this, okay? Because that was a very conservative trailer. The mess is in the interview. This is what I bought for this. This is what I bought for this interview right here. Yes, I did. Yes, Lord. This is what I bought. This is what we gonna be drinking out of, okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I need me an oversized wine bottle. You remember them old school Seagram 7 bottles they used to take pictures with? You know what I'm saying? I need a wine bottle like that. Yes, I do. We sipping on this for Jimmy. We're going to keep that right there. All right. Damn, I'm too far. Let me stop for my titty pop out. All right, so we got an update on from the FDA, French fries. Now, I believe this one. There's a lot of stuff they be putting out. I be like, this one I believe. There was a day and time where I used to be addicted to French fries. It was French fries and wine. I dropped the French fry addiction, okay? I used to have French fry, and I think it had a lot to do with the marijuana. Because every time I smoked the marijuana, I started craving wine and French fries. And then wonder why I'm sitting down here looking at this. I just woke up one day, I was just like, well, how many fries did I eat? Look at it. I was like, how many? Look at this. And you know, hold on, let me see something for a second. Hold on. See, that's why I need a microphone that move. I got to get checked to get that. But listen. So this thing, your fat cells here is hormones here. Okay? The fat cells are hormones and they talk to the rest of the body. They talk to the brain. When you ain't even hungry, it tells you that you hungry. Okay? Because it's big. If it was small, it would never be hungry. You know what I'm saying? So, in this recent study, it said that French fries is linked to depression and anxiety. And I've been eating French fries my whole life. Got my first job at Dairy Queen eating French fries. Second job at Sonic eating French fries. Third job at Shoney's eating French fries. Fourth job, Ryan's, Red Lobster, all the time French fries. And I always just used to have these panic attacks and didn't even understand why. Just nervous for no reason. And I was highly depressed. But every time I gave up the French fries, I got happy. Every time. Like, I'm happy right now. I don't eat that. I don't even cry. But it was a time, I'm telling you, with wine and French fries. And it all went here, okay? And the reason it's still here is because our long-lasting relationship that we have, they're still telling me sometimes that I want some fries, but I'm like, no, I don't. It's hormonal, visceral. You know what I'm saying? It speaks to the brain. The mouth too. So yeah, they're saying not only is it linked to anxiety and depression, it's also linked to cancer. Okay, because something happens when you fry the fries, and it, you know, with the oil and the way it gets inside, so you're really eating a whole plate of carcinogens. And on top of that, it's going to leave you a side of anxiety and depression. So if you notice that your stress level is just a bit up for no reason after you pull out the Burger King drive-thru, you know what I'm saying? Or you sleeping a little more than usual and you just happen to eat cold fries because you're too lazy to get up and cook because that depression got your ass just all the way out, you may need to let go of the French fries, okay? Now, until they come out with a study about my wine, we good over here. You understand? Only thing keep me from drinking wine is a UTI. Listen, what else was I gonna say? And that's on that. All right, Barbie. I don't know. Listen, I don't make the news all the time. I just report it sometime. This happens to be one of those times. Barbie has came out with a Down syndrome Barbie. Why? I don't know. See, and here's the issue, because this Barbie looks no different than the other Barbies. When I first heard that they was coming out with a Down syndrome Barbie, I went instantly to the picture and zoomed in on the face. I know I ain't shit. Because you know as well as I know there is a look to it. Okay? And I zoomed in on that picture because I was just like, what is the Down syndrome Barbie gonna look like the Down syndrome kids? Is this what we trying to do? But no, she looks just like the ginger Barbie. Because you know they got a ginger Barbie, black Barbie, blonde Barbie, then they got Ken. You know, I ain't seen Black Ken in a minute. I'm sorry, his name was Marcus. I ain't seen Black Marcus in a minute. His name was Steve. Jasmine, she thought the Ken Barbie name was Steve. So I don't know what they're aiming to accomplish here, but I just know if they starting with this, you know the cerebral palsy Barbie coming. The amputated Barbie is coming, even though we've been amputating the Barbies since, you know, we used to pop the heads and legs, put the legs wide open, put it in a split, break it open, act like Ken was screwing Barbie. You know what I'm saying? All that. Then they gonna have, if they ain't already got it, transgender Barbie. She do? But they ain't call it no transgender Barbie. They called it the Laverne. She said Laverne Cox got a Barbie. I said, but they didn't say trans Barbie. See, they trying to get you ready. This is the first step, okay? Then they're going to have the autism Barbie, okay? And all these Barbies are going to represent each group. What they need is a Catholic priest Barbie. Can we get one of them with a child on the side? Moving on. That's what they need to be making Barbies for. Ime Udoka is back up. Let me see where he got it. He got a new job. He been applying. He was on Indeed, HireMe.com. He made sure he kept this LinkedIn up. And despite him sleeping with the team's wives, because he slept with a team member's or somebody that was on the Celtics' wife. He said, that's not my wife, so I'm not worried about it. So, of course, he was let go. They made it seem like this was a lot worse than what it was. Remember, they were trying to come out and everybody was speculating that this was so awful because he cheated on his girlfriend. I'm thinking like, oh my God, I thought he did something serious. What? And cheated? Oh, tell me something I don't know. I mean, it made it seem like he was messing with the child, or he took something. You know what I'm saying? Especially Matt Barnes came out. Oh my God, it's really serious. Like, you guys just don't know how serious it is. Obviously, it ain't too serious because is it the Houston Rockets? They said, come on. They said, get your shit, come on. So apparently, he has a new job. Look up and see who he worked for. I think it's the Houston Rockets. I ain't write it down because I'm just happy that he ain't ended in an unemployment line for too long. I hate to see a black man down. Houston Rockets. I knew it. Okay, so he back on with the Houston Rockets. They told him he can sleep with whoever he wants to as long as he winning games. Everybody else is, so why can't he? Okay, and the key to doing it is don't claim nobody. Don't publicly be in no relationship to somebody who's a fan favorite like Nia Long. But I'm trying to tell you, hold that thought, because she thought that his career was over. She thought that his career was over. God said no. God said we only punish you when you cheat on your wife, not your girlfriend, not your fiance. We don't recognize that under God. Out of wedlock children. So as far as we're concerned, you are okay. You are forgiven. Saved. He came up to the front of the church down there. Joel Osteen gave his life to Christ. Joel Osteen called the boss down there at the Houston Rockets, said, I got something for you. Shot him on over there like a rocket. Man got a job and was told he could screw whoever he wanted to screw as long as them numbers is coming in. Now watch what I tell you. Nia going back. Nia going to get that check. She ain't finna settle just for a child support check. She gonna go back, she gonna marry him, then she gonna divorce him, get the spousal support and the child support check. Watch what I tell you. I know her kind. I done seen them. And then she ain't gonna dare let nobody get what she done work hard for. Meaning she done supposedly train this man to be everything that she needs other than a husband. So now he free to go marry whomever he want to marry, which he probably gonna do to help keep that down there from going elsewhere, like she should have been doing, I guarantee you, ain't nobody finna come and take what I put together and then watching him be what he should have been to you, to somebody else. Don't they do it all the time? I know y'all can't stand me, but I'm telling you that's what's gonna happen. And look, he gonna be everything that she wished, but she wasn't there because she wanted to chase her career, which is cool. Nia Long got a career, but you can't. In your business, you can't have both. That's why Megan Good divorced too right now, okay? Both of them clout chasers. Two people can't be a clout chaser in the family. One person got to take the back seat. You understand? I'm sitting on this pillow, okay? So listen, get your money, get your hoes. Now you free. You ain't got to lie to nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go months without getting no ass because she on a movie set. What did you expect? And then he wanted to screw somebody he wouldn't even get feelings for. So he made sure the person was married because she tied in. So it was a strategy to the madness. Because had he would have went up to somebody single, it would have been a problem. She would have been in Nia Long's DM with the shenanigans. But that other one, we don't even know who she is to this day. Do you know who she is, Prince? You know? I don't know. Maybe I should find her. You think so? But she's a wife. And she's still a wife because that woman ain't divorced. She ain't leave her. Her husband didn't leave her after she was sleeping with him. He probably understood, well, I see what you needed because he's a white man. And, I'm going to try my best to fulfill that. So he took it. He took it as a man, but her? Because she was, Hollywood's fan favorite. Oh, no. How dare you cheat on me? You ain't there. So it's really not cheating. You filming movies. I'm down here winning basketball games, paying all your bills, and you ain't flying in to give me no ass. And then as soon as you ready to come, I already got somebody filling your spot, child. I'm telling you, watch it. She going back, and y'all keep saying, go Nia, go Nia. Nia going back. Moving on. All right, now we got a little update on this. She just keep talking. She trying to clean up her image. She really trying to clean up her image. She is not realizing how much of a pick-me she was. That is not city girl energy, okay? Being anybody's 50-second side piece at the same time, okay? And then you got to wait every 6 months to see him, and you only get 2 days on the boat when he out on the boat for 3 weeks because he got other ones flying in that don't require clout, but because he's done a lot for you because you're not making records, you thought you were going to make a baby, but he pulls out every time. You realized your plan wasn't working to secure a baby from a billionaire. And so now y'all are just business partners as you were before. But before it was business partners with a little something on the side. You've now cut off the something on the side. No more pissing sessions, no more shitting sessions. All that is over unless he does right by you. So I don't think they have broken up. I think she doing all these interviews to try to get him to realize what he had. But because he had 51 other ones, it's hard to see. Especially when you're shaped like 9 of them. You wear the same hairstyle. Tay comes by to do all of your lace fronts together. You're damn near sisters. He can't tell you from the other one. Same Botox, same fillers, same lash technician. There was nothing unique about you. Okay? Now all of a sudden, it wasn't her getting peed on. Listen. What? I thought she said it wasn't her getting peed on and it wasn't him doing the peeing after she said she let him piss on her after he pissed on 52 other ones. She was 53, number 53. Let's go and watch. You got the video? There's no video? I thought we had the video, but that's what she said. It's okay if we don't have it. I think we got the video. It's right there. It's the Careasha and Daddy, Jasmine. You're going to piss these people off. There it is, Jasmine. Bring it on up in here. You know what? Don't even worry about it. I got an idea. We're going to listen to the sound bite, okay? So you guys just put your listening ears on and listen at these lies.
Oh, Lord. What is it?
I can't say it.
You got to.
It says take a shower. If you like golden showers, I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it?
I just like it.
You do? Freak. Freak of the week, huh? So you say take a shot. You say take a shot? Oh, we need a shot.
I take a shot.
You like golden shower?
I do.
But like pee.
Okay. So now she's clarifying that she was not talking about Diddy when she made her golden showers comment, but yet she sat on his set, in his production studio, on his couch, drinking his daily on, wearing his shit. Only publicly claiming him, and you're going to sit in this man's house on his yacht and brag about somebody else pissing on you? I don't believe it. And now you're trying to come out and clean up your image because people thinking you possibly could allegedly smell like piss when you walk by. Thinking it's cute. And you know he got thick thighs and a big ass. So that's a lot of piss. He got to piss out because when you got thick thighs and a big ass and a little gut, what happens is the fat cells hold water. when he eat carbohydrates. So what happens is his ass grows bigger, his thighs grow bigger, his stomach grows bigger. But when he decides to stop eating carbohydrates to go to the beach and take pictures, okay? Because half the time he be on the beach fully clothed laying on the sand. He's the only black man out there doing that because he's a little insecure of his hips and his hip dips, okay? However, when it's time for those carbohydrates to go or sweat, you pee that out. And he's pissing all those fat cells and just water retention all over her. And now nobody wants to eat at her house for Thanksgiving. Nobody. I don't want your turkey or collard greens. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is the color of piss, so it just reminds me because now you've branded yourself as pissy. And here's another thing. This is what you get, Careasha, for being a pick-me. You thought it was cute to be a pick-me because they do this with the LGBTQ too. Remember when she was faking eating cooch? Never ate cooch in her life. Because they're only gay for play. They're not gay for real. They're gay to get their men to love them more. It's like, I'm the best. Pick me. I do everything. Why go over here to all 53 of them that look like me? Except for his top 5 that are Asian Blasian. The ones he's choosing to have babies with and not you because you didn't put your time in. Those women that he's having babies with, the Asian Blasians, they've been there for 20 years, never ever wanted to take a picture or come out and say they smell and they love smelling like piss. Now you got to go out here and clean up the city girl image because you've thrown it out the window. Your friend is out here. She's now involved with a transgender woman. Y'all. You are no longer city girls. You are trailer park. Let me get off here before YouTube cuts the live. No longer for the city. Go to the trailer park where you belong and never vacuum for the rest of your life. Don't wipe a countertop. Leave it sticky. All right. Tyrese, he is truly a baby boy. Please tell me you got this video. Jasmine, he been crying. It's all good. This is my fault this time. I really didn't see it. I was about to say, Judgement. Okay. So the other day we talked about this on, I think on TashaK about him crying about, he was asking for attorney Crump and Martin Luther King Jr., first, second, and third. Rodney King, Al Sharpton, Sean, what's the dude named Sean? The light white NAACP member. The one that's always not Sean Hannity, but Sean. He light skinned. You see his acne. Listen, he got upset when let me tell you about Georgia judges. Georgia judges only resonate with people that look close to them. Georgia judges are equivalent to slave masters, okay? They only sleep white, but screw light bright, okay? She is the equivalent to looking Creole. She would have made it in the house. So when a judge from Macon, Georgia, looks at this here, all he see is a slave. Money. So when he comes in trying to run from his responsibility, the judge wants to teach him a lesson. Next time you go and you sleep with my property and you try to leave my property as a baby mama, no, sir, we won't have that in our court, in our good state of Georgia. So you're going to pay this little Miss young lady here. Look at you, baby. Your mama white, ain't she? I think I knew your mama. Yeah, I knew your mama. Is your mom, Marianne, your great-grandmother's, what'd you say, Carlene? I know them both. Yeah, Richardson. Back in the day, they used to do a lot of work for me on the farm. Yeah, you're going to pay this young lady here because I know you got it $650,000 plus $10,000 a month in spousal support plus another $10,000 for child support. You're going to be, listen, boy, you're going to be responsible for that child. If it's going to take everything in me, you going to take care of that boy. Did we leave you coloreds on our plantation and never take care of you? We fed you. We clothed you. We took care of you. You think you're just going to run from your responsibility, boy? You got another thing coming. Now, you pretty little lady, listen. Anytime he gets out of line, call me. You call me. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do that. And tell your mother to give me a call as well, too. She makes some good cornbread. She knows my wife, Eileen. Now, Tyrese, I'm laughing because, Tyrese, listen, I just feel like he just wasn't smart in this situation. Brother, you took your pay stubs into a court, gave them to the judge. The judge looked at your pay stubs and said, according to what you make in these here stubs, you can afford to pay this. Gave you the pay stubs back, and you trying to think because you a man, and he a man, he gonna understand your plan. He only understands light, bright whites, and anybody that is above the paper bag color gets privilege. Don't give a shit about you. You're too dark. He already know you're a liar as soon as you walk in there. You're a deadbeat. And he gonna stick it to you. Now, you know what happens if you don't pay. They're gonna take your license, okay? You ain't gonna be able to drive nowhere. Nothing. And what's her name? Zelly Timothy, or whatever her name is. Oh, girl, you better watch. This is in the making, because the way he did his first baby mama said he didn't even want to marry her. He just married her for papers and gave her a baby. Then this one, she just up and left him. He don't understand. Why would you leave me? I did everything right. Anybody got the nerve to leave me? Zelly, you get pregnant. First of all, he ain't finna get pregnant. This man finna go get fixed. This man he's finna get neutered right now. I guarantee you that. Listen. If he knew what's good for him, he would get his ass neutered. And I guarantee you, she probably took that damn video of him buying his 13-year-old daughter a Bentley. Remember that? But you ain't got it. That's half of the $650,000. He just thought he was gonna one up Samantha because she left. Like, you left, you gonna leave broke. You ain't getting none of this. Judge said, hell no. And if you don't pay it, your ass going to jail. See, child support different. Child support real different. Hold on. Real different. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Bandman Kivo, I got to give him a shout out. I really do. Hit the wine glass. Oh, that's a wine. I ain't never had a wine glass hit like that. Listen, Bandman Kivo, I don't like him at all, but he's a smart man. He's got a few baby mamas out here, and I seen him do an interview, and he said this, and it's kind of smart. When you work for yourself, it's more of an advantage, okay, if you're an entrepreneur, but when you work for somebody else, they got to do what the government say do. But when you work for yourself, you're kind of in a playing field where you can play and stay out of jail, out of the child support system. So what he did was he created a company, which you should have did. Instead of taking your checks in your name, you should have created a company and drew a check from yourself of only your living expenses. Then you submit those paychecks because they can't go after your company, right? And demand that you pay anything. Or if they do, you own the company, so you are in charge of the garnishment, right? So what he did was, which was real smart, he created his own company. Court told him to pay this based off of the paycheck stubs that he sent. Now he's paying his baby mamas all of $200 a month. This man is clearly making over $200,000 to $300,000 a month. He gives the baby mamas hotel rooms and things like that when they need them, and they get a little more if they give him some ass. Okay. Now he has found a way to beat the system, and you should have sat down and consulted with this brother before taking your arrogant ass into a Georgia courtroom as if you had one up. You seen what they did to me? I paid taxes. They saw my tax returns. I pay them when I got it. I ain't never been to jail for nothing crazy. My children ain't out here robbing and killing nobody. But that's how Georgia is. And they're creditor friendly. Okay? They're not debtor friendly. They got debtor friendly states. They got creditor friendly states. They got child support friendly states. They got anti-garnishment states. You should have been sitting with Bandman Kivo and let him and his lawyers, and you would have paid all of $200. But because you were out here bragging that you got it, because you too busy worried about being right. I don't know what to tell you. Moving on. What is this white shit in my damn wine? Yeah. I clean this glass out. Hold on. Let me just do that. I want to drink out of it. Hold on. There we go. It's gone. I don't know. Weird. Up next. We on time, right? Okay, cool. All right, so Steve Harvey, I just don't know. I don't know. Something ain't right in my spirit. Now, you know we got that tell-all interview coming up with Mr. Jimmy L. Townsend talking about his ex, Marjorie Harvey, ex-wife, a.k.a. Lady Heron, okay? Gave me the paperwork. So Steve didn't want to come over here with them damn lawyers. I got federal paperwork. Pictures too, okay? Didn't leave Memphis without it. Took it right down there to FedEx and made copies of it. Her name is in the paperwork. You got to explain that. Ain't nobody defaming you, ma'am. Okay? Now, I don't know why he decided to do this here interview because with Shannon Sharp, because he should have known that we was going to go to digging. Now, I don't know why he expected us to believe. You know what? Listen to it closely. I feel there's some lies and some truth, in my opinion. Okay? Half lies, half truth. Watch it. I'll tell you about it in a second. Let's go.
You lost everything twice.
Yeah.
In 2005, you had $1,700 left. This was after Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
You got $1,700 after you made, like $30 million on that tour.
Dog, we made more than that.
What the hell happened to the money?
Yeah. It's called a divorce. I got jumped on, man, but it was even before the divorce. Cause, not gonna say who did it, but they got in cahoots with my financial planner. And I was writing checks to the government for 7 years. Writing tax checks, signing the tax checks, giving them to turn in. They was keeping them, taking the money out the account like I was paying taxes.
Right.
And keeping it for themselves. When my accountant passed, a lady went in the office and found a box on the floor, and I had 7 years of unpaid taxes. And I'm thinking I'm even. And then my lawyer said to me, you ain't paid taxes in 7 years.
Ooh, so you haven't paid in 7 years plus the interest.
Then I had saved some millions, but before I split the assets, she took all of that out the bank, moved it. The divorce was over.
Right.
It was just, let's split the assets, but you took all the assets.
Right.
And I was stuck with this tax bill. So I had to pay 7 years of back taxes with interest and get current. I was in a world of trouble, man. When I looked up, I had $1,700.
Who goes 7 years without knowing they ain't paying the IRS and only found out when the accountant dies? Now, here's what happened. Steve had just married Marjorie not too long. Marjorie thought she was marrying somebody with some money. Okay? When after the divorce, because he told this story before, but when you tell the story, you got to make sure all the details is the same. So he told this story and said, Marjorie said, what you gonna do, Steve? Like when he found out that he had 7 years of unpaid taxes and it was like $5 million or something like that. He sat on the bed and he said, I'm going to go to work. That's what I'm going to do. I said, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to go to work. Even if I got to suck some, I'm going to work. And he was already divorced. Already, when the tax story happened. Now, let's back it up a little bit. Mary Harvey. Mary Harvey, it don't take a rocket scientist. That woman is broke. She has been broke. If you think for 1 second, after all the interviews that Marius did, that she somehow had $30 million and was able to move it out your account without you knowing, while you out here planning to divorce her and leave her for Lady Heron? Steve, come on now. Steve, she just took $30 million and you just took it. We thought we was splitting the assets. You took all the assets. You took the house, the cars, even her son. Y'all remember that? Everything. Mary came out, was like, I'm done. Him and that drug dealer wife of his done took everything from me. Put her in a mental institution, locked her up, did everything. Don't make me re-upload these interviews. And now you on here trying to play victim because what happened was karma got your ass with that IRS. You told Lady Heron that you had some money. She married you, kind of find out ain't no money, so you want to blame it on your ex-wife that she was able to move $30 million. Like a banker ain't gonna call you, Mr. Harvey, your wife down here trying to move over $30 million. You want me to let it go? You didn't get that call? You think a banker just gonna let her move $30 million? Like that? That take days. Like she just walked out the bank with a suitcase of cash and decided not to do her hair with the cash. Don't do that. Don't do that. You see what Mary Harvey wearing now? Mary Harvey wearing a roller set. Turtlenecks in the summertime, slacks, and penny loafers, because she working over there at J.C. Penney to make her end meet. Then I had the lady evicted from her house, took her son, took all the money, and gave and transferred over to Lady Heron with the kids. And now he is, well, I just went broke. And that's all in my opinion. However, Jimmy, the ex-wife to Marjorie Harvey, is going to be on TashaK.com starting Friday night, telling it all. There wasn't a question I couldn't ask. Wasn't a question that went unanswered. Okay? We had a real business conversation. Okay? Now, y'all better be your ass on TashaK.com come Friday. All right? YouTube will let you know when it's coming out. And by the way, I'm off May 1st. Hold on for a second. I don't want you calling me, DM me, nothing until after the 7th. So I'm taking off. I done worked my ass off this year. Monday, May 1st. Y'all write these days down. I'm taking days off. This is the first time I took this long off in a long time. So Monday, May 1st through 7th. Monday, May 1st through 7th, we'll be dropping interviews between YouTube and TashaK.com. My days off start Monday, May 1st through 7th. Those are my vacation days. I will be going on a vacation to clear my mind. I need that. So don't call me. Don't ask me for nothing. I ain't got it. Okay? Don't come looking for me. I ain't answering the phone. I'm going to be on the beach. Monday, May 1st through 7th. I ain't picking up no shifts for nobody. But we will be dropping the interviews throughout the week on TashaK.com and YouTube and Facebook. And I'm excited about these days off. Because, boy, ever since that live event, y'all been working shit out of me. That's why I went about this. Because I'm going to be like this on the beach. Just like. The beach is free, so don't ask me how I'm able to afford to take days off because it's free. That part. All right, so real quick before we head on over to TashaKLive.com at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who we gonna be talking about on TashaKLive.com? Hold on for a second. Let me let you know. We're gonna talk about Fuji. Pras Michelle from the Fugees. He was just found guilty of conspiracy and failure to register as a Chinese government agent. Okay, Jonathan Majors versus Disney. Michael Jackson. The state is back in court, and Katherine Jackson, at the tender age of 92, got to go testify. Darius McCrary put a restraining order on his fiance, saying that she turned his house into a drug den like he didn't know. Latasha Scott and Rocky Bivens, we'll be talking about them 600 copies. Also, Andrew Caldwell's plastic surgery. DJ Envy sizing up and looking at Pete Davidson's dick print. Also, an 18-year-old girl admits to giving a guy the varicella zoster virus, and much more. All of that coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before we go on TashaKLive.com, so if you want to subscribe, go to the website. You can only subscribe via the website. Then you download the app and stream Roku, Fire Stick, or anywhere, okay? But you have to subscribe using the website. Then you go and log in to the apps, okay? Now, up next, there was a gentleman named Trey Sellers, okay, who went extremely viral. He's still viral on social media for teasing and pranking a homeless guy, okay, out of food. So he goes up in the video, asks the homeless guy if he wants some food. Is he hungry? Comes out, acts like he's going to give the homeless guy some food and eats it in front of him and tell him how good it is, okay? He has been getting death threats and everything. People are not happy about this. He's a bit concerned. Even his own parents are just not with this at all. And so we reached out to him. We asked him to come on the platform to explain his side. I told him I would allow him to explain his side. I asked that y'all listen to it. I love that he was very compassionate and he's easy to talk to, okay? And so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and load up this 15-minute interview with Trey Sellers, who goes by What's Up Trey on social media. And then after that, we're going to go to TashaKLive.com at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the second part of our show, okay? And so without further ado, let's go! All right, so we got Trey Sellers here. You run a YouTube channel and Instagram page called What's Up Trey. It seems like you are a prank vlogger, okay? I don't want to assume or anything like that, so that's why we're here. Now, you done pissed a lot of people off on social media. I saw the video myself and I cringed up too. Now, you were seen in the video. I didn't watch the whole video. All I saw was a snippet of the video. I went to your YouTube channel to see if I could find the video. I couldn't find it. You walked up to a man outside of a Wendy's, asked him if he wanted some food. He said yes. You walk back into the restaurant. You get the food. You come out there with the camera and you eat the food in front of him. Okay. That's all that everybody saw. The comments were vile against you. Okay?
Yeah, they were.
Now, it seems like you're an up-and-coming creator, so you just started doing this. How long you been doing this?
I've been making content for throughout my high school years, so not too long.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, all right. So you've been making content for about, 6 years now, 7?
I say about three and a half years, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Why'd you get into making content?
I always wanted to get into entertainment. You know, entertainment was acting, movies, all that is always my first love. And I always wanted to dabble into that. And, I found out that I was really funny from my classmates and social media. I'm in a generation where we have YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, etc. So I wanted to make content for myself and, make my own content. And I just found a platform on YouTube and I started to grow with that and Instagram and etc. So I found an audience that liked my type of humor. And that's where we got to it.
What is your type of humor? Explain it.
My type of humor is, well, for me, we'll give you some background on myself. I grew up watching a lot of shows at a young age, like South Park, Family Guy, Loiter Squad, Tyler the Creator's videos and stuff like that. So I'm kind of I grew up with that bold, I can take a dark joke humor mentality. My humor is more oriented toward the adult R-rated side. It's more of this isn't for the average family-friendly viewer. It's not for the average person to just dabble into, say, oh, you really do have to have a little bit of a mental backbone or a physical backbone to watch my videos, because they do have some adult nature in them. So a lot of people aren't ready for that. So when they watch my videos, it's extreme, like, whoa, it's an extreme culture shock, and it really scares a lot of people. And but a lot of people do enjoy it. There is over millions of people who, I'm not the only creator who makes like that degree of content. There's a lot of creators who make that kind of content. So, but I think myself, I branded it in a way. So yeah, okay. I would say like that edgy R-rated type of content is my content.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much like dark comedy, dark humor.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. So tell us about the video that particularly garnered you a shitload of feedback, and it wasn't all positive. I read the comments and I was like, whoa. What happened that day when you went up to the homeless guy? Was the guy really homeless?
The guy was not homeless. No. Okay. There's so much that people don't know. That's why I'm smiling right now. That's why I'm not like in an apology mode, because it's like, I'll tell you, would you like to hear how the whole video starts?
Yeah, absolutely. Please. Okay.
So there's a man named Israel. I'm not going to say his last name, but I grew up with this guy. This guy has lived in our community for over 5-10 years through our whole childhood. Israel was like, I saw him. I said, hey, Israel. He lives down the street from that Wendy's. That's where our houses are. We saw him. We're talking to him, chatting him up. Before we can get into it, my mom has made this guy plates of food. We've driven him to hotels. We've driven him across the town to pick up stuff, give him mail. He's had mail sent to our house. Israel is a neighborhood friend. We all know Israel. My friend behind me, we all know Israel. We have pictures with Israel, videos of Israel. Israel is a cool guy to us. So it was, video starts right here. So we say, hey, Israel, we're going to do a skit. Can you please just stand there? I'm going to act like I'm giving you food, and then I'm going to eat it, and then I'm going to walk away. He said, okay, cool, let's do it. So we get into the video. Boom. We do that part. The video, all the videos you've seen were cut at 54 seconds. That's not the full video. A lot of media outlets cut the video to make it seem controversial and rage, and it fed the hate that they wanted.
Los Angeles, California has the 3rd biggest homeless population in the United States. And today it's my job to make sure there's one less hungry person on the streets.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, I was wondering, are you hungry by any chance, man? All right, man, I got you. Would you like a Baconator, fries, a drink? Is that cool? All right, what's your name, man? Israel. God bless you, Israel. I got you. I'll be right back, man.
Pick one Baconator combo, please. Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, man, I got you a Sprite, here, large fry, got you a Baconator, man. I was homeless myself, so I want to make sure you get on the right path. You're always able to, get back on your feet. So I want you to enjoy this. This is really good. All right, take care. Have a nice day.
And the video, the full video, the video reloops again, and then it reverses, and then it goes to where I'm going inside. I'm saying, can I get another Baconator combo? Right? Okay. I say, can I get another Baconator combo? And it's super funny because this wasn't even scripted. We buy the Baconator combo. We come outside. Israel was supposed to stay there. He left. And I was like, where'd he go? He said, Israel, stay here. And he got up and left. And he left, and we went to look around, couldn't find him. And I ended up giving the meal to another guy who was homeless in the same video. And that's how the video ended. And after that video, I met Israel again. And I said, Israel, you're supposed to stay there. He said, oh, I was, for real? And we just thought it was so comedically like collapsed that he was okay with posting it. I'm not a mean person. I have a loving heart. The video literally was supposed to look like it was like, boom, but it wasn't supposed to look like, oh, you just ate it and left. No, I was supposed to come back and do it. So the video got kind of corrupted in its way. It blew up on its own. Like it blew up as in not like viral blow up, but it actually like the plan blew up as it was. And the video was executed the way it was through,
okay. Now it sounds like the way you describe Israel that he is homeless. If he got mail coming to y'all house and y'all giving him hotel.
He has family who lives in our neighborhood. He has an addiction problem. He doesn't want to go to rehab. He'd rather live on the streets and come home sometimes, come out. He's one of those individuals who kind of just like to free roam. We see him around all the time. He's not a stranger to us. So he's been inside of my house. He's been inside of this house right here multiple times. I was actually trying to get him here for this interview, so I could clear the air and be like, yo, this is not a random guy to me. This is like an uncle to me. So yeah, that's
okay.
You could say. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I've taken a look, and thank you so much for clearing that up. I do understand the dark comedy. I mean, I do it a lot. I do have boundaries on my platform. You know, like I don't, homeless people. I definitely don't, fuck with or anything like that, or elderly or children. And so, are there any boundaries when it comes to your content? Because when I watch your videos on YouTube, I mean, it looks like I mean, like, some stuff. If people don't know that it's a prank, I mean, you could really end up in jail. Like the one video where you put up and you were like, "Oh, I got a bomb. I took a bomb to a school."
I said that? Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, it's a title.
Yeah. I didn't. So in that video, I didn't actually take a bomb into the school. I just put that in the caption for a clickbait purpose to make people click it. The bomb was supposed to be figuratively me in class, disturbing the class. I was the bomb in the class. That's what the figurative motion was behind that. But there was no bomb in the video or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know, like, are you familiar with like the guidelines and stuff like on social media when it comes to like even titles and stuff like that? Because based off of a title, they can delete your entire platform. And I would hate for you to put all this energy into, your work and you're editing videos. I know what it's like. I was creating your position at one time before I got people, that's partnered with me. But, titles like that will get you the first impressions. It's like, what the fuck? Especially if someone who's been triggered or have been at schools when there was like shootings and things like that. YouTube won't ask no questions. They'll just take it down.
Right.
Are you not worried about that?
I'm concerned. Obviously, you don't want to lose your platform, but the caption isn't like it's like I'm not necessarily worried about it because the video's been up for so long. But now that you do mention that, maybe that's something I can go back into and maybe dabble.
Oh, YouTube! Listen, I've seen them take channels down from videos that was like 3-4 years ago.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm aware of the guidelines in there. They can be strict sometimes.
Okay. Now, so you want to get into acting? You want to get into comedy?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. Are you doing stand up?
I want to do stand up this year, and I've done a stand up set before. I've done stand up in San Francisco, Sacramento, Toronto. I've actually done like stand up, like a lot of shows. I've actually, I don't know. Do you know who comedian? Of course, you know who Leslie Jones is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She was at the Laugh Factory not too long ago, and I actually was an opener for her.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually.
I know the host over there at Laugh Factory. If you want to get on stage, I can definitely reach out to them, and you can get a reoccurring spot on that stage. You got to dominate. It's hard over there.
Oh yeah, most
you got to dominate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make that connection for you because I want to see you go in the right direction. I don't want to, because first impressions are a motherfucker on social media, right?
Definitely.
And I'm sure that you got that with that video, and
Right.
it'll turn people off from you, and that's not what you want. You want people to be shocked, you want them to laugh, but at the same time you still want them to know that this is all fun and games. And I don't think they got that from that particular video with the guy who is actually homeless. And so it listening to it, even though you are young, and this is no diss to you or anything, no shade, I'm not trying to use your age as a crutch or anything like that, but sometimes, like, even though he is homeless, it's kind of a bit exploitative. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he needed the money, of course he's gonna do the video.
It wasn't, and it wasn't like an exploitive like way that we did it, because I know people look at it like, oh, you're just using this homeless guy for this video. Israel has been in my friends' videos. He's even done vlogs before. Like he's really like an uncle in our community, and we've known him for so long. And it wasn't like an average person on the street would look at the video and say, oh, that's just a regular homeless guy. What are you doing? But no, it's really the background of knowing this individual, that we've known him for so long, and we've literally grew up as children with him in our community. So we've known him for quite some time. So obviously the average viewer isn't going to get that. They're not going to see that. They're not going to know that. So that's where, big misconception came from.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm glad you took the interview on last minute to clear up the misconceptions. Okay. And we'll ensure that it gets out so that everybody knows. We are going to play the video. And so are you going to make some changes to your content going forward?
Most definitely, because I see that this was like, I wouldn't say it's not my first time going viral, but I do see a repeat pattern in the type of videos that do go viral that I make, and they do have that that edge factor that is a little bit could be toned down or maybe just dampened just a little bit. So I do see that pattern 100%, and I do want to take the precautionary measures to make sure I don't lose my platforms or anything. So
yeah. Do you remember Petey Pie?
Of course, yeah.
Remember when you know what skit got him taken down?
Right. Mm-hmm.
The Juice skit.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. You gotta plan it out, and it's gotta be well executed. And there's just so much. As long as you are making people laugh, they don't need to be shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people, especially like up and coming creators, want to go for that shock factor, but you don't need that. As long as people can look at your videos and laugh, they will come back regardless.
Right.
They don't need to be shocked, surprised, clickbaited, or anything like that, because all it takes is one, and it'll put you on.
Right, exactly.
Okay. And so obviously you are really good at skits. I looked at your channel. But you are a black man. They don't care about black men. I just don't want to see you build something only for it to be snatched down. And then you got to start all over. And then people have this bad, perception of you because you're still building.
Right.
At the end of the day, you still got to pay bills. So, anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
No, that's pretty much it. Just want to let people know that I'm not a horrible person, because I've been getting like death threats in my DMs to people like 2 times my age. And and it's like the whole world has like seen this video. This video has already gotten over 10 million views in less than like 2 days, and on multiple platforms, probably more than that. It's just like people have to really, obviously they didn't go to my page to just see the video, but a message to people who watch videos: try to do some research by yourself, analyze, look into it before you make the assumption, before you make the statement and you make your opinion on someone. Also try to do some research yourself. Don't just boom, run with this. Yeah, he did this, he did that. Self-education is extremely important in this generation as well. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. What's up, Trey?
Thank you. I have one more question. Did you interview a guy by the name of 3 God? Ezekiel?
Yeah. Nature Boy.
Yeah, Nature Boy. Yeah. Okay, Nature Boy TV. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Why?
He actually reached out to me before he got incarcerated. He actually liked my videos and he liked my content and he wanted to collab with me. And then I looked into him and I saw your interview with him, and I thought that was like, wow, full circle, small world. So yeah.
Yeah. He in jail, right?
I do know he's in jail, and
he probably ain't getting out.
Hey man, it's a
And he was probably trying to recruit you.
You think he was trying to recruit me?
Absolutely.
To the cult?
Absolutely. All the cult members have left, and they all now realize that they were in a cult. And I'm talking about even his right-hand man. So he has a way of finding people who don't mind pushing the envelope. And he'll get you in and indoctrinate you, and you would have been doing those videos to help build him, to help bring him attention and that cult attention, and to help lure people in. So I'm glad that you did not follow up on that.
Right. Yeah. I didn't.
Because you're young and you didn't. Them the ones he get.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So just say to yourself. But what I'll do is I'll definitely put you in contact with the host over there at the Laugh Factory. And get you on, and you can do your sets and start practicing, okay? And just remember, just be you, be funny, and motherfuckers will come.
Right.
Okay?
Of course. Thank you.
All right. No problem.
Jimmy L. Townsend, you do not look like what you've been through. Now, you've served over 20 years.
27.
27 years in prison. You were getting
28, really, if you count the little year I did in the state when I was really coming up in the game.
Because you were originally given like a life sentence.
Without the possibility of parole.
Now, you've been out for about, what, 4 or 5?
6 years. It was 6 years in January.
Just in case the viewers aren't familiar, you have been working on a book for quite some time. It's called Snakes in the Garden.
The reason I took the book off the shelf was really because of Steve Harvey. But when Steve Harvey made a link, I told you they sent me a link.
Sent you a link.
And in that link, we never did finish that. In that link, he was saying that he was talking about Jason when Jason was about 15 years old. Jason was kind of rebellious, just my son Jason. He told Steve Harvey one day, "You're not my father. Jimmy Townsend my father," like that. So I guess it kind of pissed. This Steve Harvey with the interview talking. And so when Jason told him that, it kind of pissed him off. and he told Jason, I love your mama, so I got to love you. Now, where's that punk ass, dad of yours? So I don't know if it was from insecurity or what. Could have been, you a multi-millionaire. I ain't nobody, you ain't got to worry about me.
So this man has never been in the same room with you.
Period. That's what he
called you a punk ass.
Yeah, that's what he told Jason.
I mean, you do look better than him.
Huh? I think so too. And you know something, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I remember when Marge and I was together. She used to hate, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell it all. I'm gonna tell it all, y'all. She said, and it was fact, she used to check dudes with big lips. She was called them soup coolers. Before she married Steve Harvey, they was dating. Because, now be mindful, all this time we talking, even while she was dating. I could call her anytime, day or night. Me and Laura's daddy talked, and I thanked him for looking out for the family. We had that kind of rapport, I called him and I thanked him for, and like I said, for 20 years, Marjorie brought the kids to visit me. As a friend, we just friends now. She done gone on with her life, dating and whatever she doing. And I'm going on with my life trying to, fight and get out of prison. So it was that type thing, so. But when 3 days, I talked to them to show you how close we were.
Okay.
3 days before she got married to Steve Harvey, we talked. And she told me, she said, Jimmy, Jimmy, you know what, Steve, he's so much like my dad, And when she said that, I said, like your dad? I said, yeah, you're like him, Jimmy, because he's just like, my dad. And when she said that, I said, because I knew how her dad was. He was the real deal. You see what I'm saying? From husband to parent. And I said, oh, you gotta wonder then, be like your dad. She BS me on that.
I wasn't ready.
When I come to find out.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah, man. I wrote them, that's another thing. I wrote Marjorie and Steve Harvey a letter before they got married.
Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine. And we're back. Okay, don't forget, I forgot to announce our Mother's Day giveaway. All right, because remember, I'm not going to be here May 1st through 7th and live. We're going to have a lot of pre-recorded interviews and things like that. I'm going to try to do some pre-recorded shows. We'll see how that works. Jasmine over here talking about, yeah, right. Because when I tell you I'm turning off my phone, nobody's going to be able to get in contact with me. I am disconnecting from the world, okay? I am spending time with me and God. Now, don't forget to download Bigo for your Mother's Day giveaway, okay? Please, every time you download, it registers. The email, only if you use this link. If you go to the App Store and download it, it doesn't register to us. So you telling us that you downloaded it. That way, we get the direct sign up from this, because this is a specialized code that Bigo gave us to register all the users, okay? And so from that, we're selecting about 100 people to receive Mother's Day boxes, okay, that are sponsored with a lot of nice stuff. This ain't no rinky-dinky stuff, okay? A lot of sponsors really did ship a lot of product to put in these boxes for y'all, and it's our way of giving back, okay? So don't forget to use this QR code, okay, and download and subscribe to Bigo, okay, in partnership with Bigo, all right? Now, we're about to head over to TashaKLive.com right now. You have to subscribe to the website to view the content, then download the app. You cannot subscribe using the app or downloading it on your Roku or Fire Stick like that. You have to go to the website, put your credentials in there, because that is a security-based server to protect you and us, okay? So make sure you subscribe if you want to see the show. We're going to be talking about an 18-year-old girl who got on camera to admit that she had a one-night stand for 15 minutes and gave the boy the varicella zoster virus, okay? Same, yeah, it's chickenpox, but it does other things too, okay? Also, we're going to be discussing LaTasha Scott and Rocky Bivens, Andrew Caldwell, DJ Envy, Jonathan Majors. We got a major update on that. Michael Jackson's estate, Darius McCrary, Soulja Boy, Nicholas Rossi. Woo, that's funny. Also, Andy Raleigh and Fuji members Praz Michelle, who was just found guilty not too long ago by the United States government for conspiracy and failure to register as a agent of China. Okay, it's a lot that's going on. You know, we can't discuss that over here on these main platforms. They are politically based, so we take that over to our private site, TashaKLive.com. And I got an announcement to make. Okay, so after doing some major research on what type of films and things you like, okay, we have finally nailed down our niche, and our niche is going to be Nollywood. Hey, say all African soap operas, new stuff, 2022, 2023. Netflix ain't got enough, Hulu ain't got enough, but TashaKLive.com got it all. So make sure you subscribe there, because we're going to be in the process of uploading a boatload of black films, African films, soap operas, you know, 2022, 2023 versions, new movies that you'll not be able to see anywhere else but on TashaKLive.com. All right, so y'all need to be y'all ass on over there. And without further ado, I'm gonna see y'all in 10 minutes on TashaKLive.com. Okay, now I gotta go. Bye.